folks, today is 4:39 p.m. on June 11th. My name is James, and let's take a look and see what we got here today. So we kind of got the day that I expected. Yesterday I said that we would get some sideways to downside action. It looked really good this morning. It kind of looked like we weren't going to get that, like we were just going to keep rallying or something. But everything just kind of pulled back through the day. So yeah, the bar yesterday was like a topping tail. We gapped up, sold down. It's actually better that we gapped up because it kind of holds the same levels, which is really good. So we just kind of sold down on the day. It was orderly is what I would say. Normally if I see a down day or we see a gain or a gap up like that lose its gain, I want to see it pull back in an orderly fashion, which is just like a slow, churny kind of downside move. Not big red sudden bars that are just like look like a frantic sell-off, So it was really orderly. It seemed like nice pullback. We do need to consolidate in order to go higher. So we see the Nasdaq did the exact same thing. The Russell kind of just starting to go sideways, and the Dow same thing, just kind of starting to go sideways. That's all really good because we need to pull back before we can go higher. Ooh, Shopify. Shopify only ended down 2 cents. I thought it was down 18 cents, but yeah, it was down $7 at one point and bounced right back. So kind of bounced off the 21-day almost, nearly touched it, not quite, but it was close. So again, I'm in from here. Actually, I think I'm just a couple cents higher than that, but I'm in from there. Held my stop today, pulled back, bounced back up. Everything looks good there on Shopify. MDB pulled back pretty hard, but I mean the move was pretty huge when it moved 2 days ago and then yesterday. So I don't think it's going to come back to the line or anything, but a good pullback like that is good for that stock. Hopefully we should just continue to see sideways action and not more of a sell-off. But yeah, it still looks pretty good. It does need to consolidate though. Give it lots of time now at this point. That was such a huge move for MDB. This was enormous, so it's going to take a lot to clean that up here. Probably a good land. It would be really nice to see a couple week consolidation, 2 to 3 weeks even, and then break out from whatever the pattern we get there. But we need to give that more time and see what it does. Trade desk was really good today, really strong. It barely moved. It looks really good up there. ROKU is just kind of continuing to make its way sideways. YNDX looked really good earlier. I thought, wow, like I was considering buying it yesterday when it crossed the line. It didn't really have much for volume, and it looked really good when it had all of that gain, and then it just lost it when the market kind of pulled back. But it's still above the breakout. It might just continue to go sideways. There was a lot of volume today though, so we'll have to see what that does. CarMax, when it popped here, had the little flag and popped. I think that was mostly on the idea that there would end up being tariffs on Mexico, and this is a used car company. So if the new cars had tariffs on them, the idea was that perhaps used cars would get more purchasing than new cars because of the tariffs. But now that's just not going to happen, then you probably see the result here. So, but it's still above the breakout. You never know. The company might still have some momentum behind it. It has good earnings, so it might not be total loss, But yeah, if you're in from the line, hold your stop, see what it does. WWD keeps trying to go, but can't really get any volume or momentum. In a market like today, it wouldn't get it anyway, so I would give that more time and see what it does. EPAM, that still looks pretty good. I like these dips that close higher. That's really nice. Shows some underlying strength in the stock. EHTH, so this guy I mentioned back here that you could have considered this a little pennant or flag that it broke out of, and the stop should have been moved somewhere up there. If that was the case, you got stopped out today, but you would have got stopped out with a small gain. So hopefully if you did get stopped out, you actually exited if you were in that. Chegg, I said yesterday, I didn't really like the look of this bar after a day like that, and it sold down all the way to the breakout point. It actually went below it at one point, so that actually should have been a stop out. even though it bounced off and closed higher, it really shouldn't come back like that. A strong stock shouldn't come back like that. So maybe getting stopped out was better than staying in there. Now, I don't know what happened to this thing. A $9 drop. Did it get downgraded? I didn't see it. If it did, wow, it got smoked. However, the breakout is here, and I don't think it touched it. Well, I didn't. I can see it didn't. So you'd still be in it. It's hard to hold something on a $9 drop, I know that, but we've seen it before where you get a big drop, never touches it, still makes its way back higher. But yeah, I would still be in that if it pulled back like that. So we'll have to see how that turns out. I don't know if it got downgraded or what, though. I don't know why it dropped so bad. LPLA is still in the pattern. It's trying to go up. It's not getting volume when it tries. It might not go. ZS had a nice bounce here on the pullback, so that's really close. You may or may not have gotten stopped out there. JK Solar, that actually looks pretty nice. Look at that. It had a really good day yesterday, and I like these bars. If you're going to pull back, do that. Looks good. Chipotle. So that is broken out, basically. It didn't have a lot of volume, but it is closed above the line. It's got to get volume. Hopefully it gets volume tomorrow with a solid move higher. Maybe we get a better market tomorrow from the sideways action for 2 days now. Maybe we get some kind of upside tomorrow. This thing needs it in order to keep going. Unless it's going to open higher, gap up and pull back and still close above the line, that would be okay too. Have to see what it does. Efficient is still within the pattern. And then Etsy, look at that. Right up to the line again, pause. That's actually really good. If the market can just keep consolidating and then this does and just kind of keeps going sideways but under the line, that would be really nice. So Etsy looks really good. That breakout is around, what do I have here? 67.92 for that one. So yeah, that's it. Today was a nice orderly pullback. That's what I would say. I wouldn't be too panicky about it. The S&P is above the 50-day. If it pulls back further, let's hope it holds a 50-day. If it does, it's looking really, really good. But yeah, a gap up into a pullback is actually pretty nice. We're getting some consolidation, getting some selling out of the way. That's actually really good. So we'll see what it does tomorrow, and I'll see you next time.